Hey, what's up guys? So I'm finally back in Australia after a massive flight back from LA to Auckland, New Zealand. That was 12 hours, 7-hour stopover in the airport before another 6.5 hour flight back to Perth. So yeah, by the time we got back we were pretty tired, but yeah, all in all, like I said earlier, it was a great trip, and at the end of the day, it's not the flights you remember, it's the times that you had while you were there. So yeah, now I'm back. It's good to be home. And yeah, like I promised you, I'll go through what I've got, and I'm going to try and do it in some sort of fashionably order. And yeah, let's crack it off by first starting with this Marvel Select Thor. Picked this up at Disney in Anaheim. I was pretty happy to grab one especially because of that swinging hammer prop. So yeah, pretty chuffed about that. Next was these aren't going to be posed very well. I'm just going to chuck them up as I can. I got the entire Thanos wave at Frank & Sons when I went out with Fabio, which he goes by Colonel Crackers on Instagram. It was Fabio, Henry Beltran, Adrian Beltran, and Diego, aka the DMC. Went out to Frank & Sons, picked up this Thanos wave for 120 cash, which was like pretty good, I thought. So it's like $20 a figure. Is that all of them? I feel like there's one missing. Who's missing from that? Is that it? I don't know. 5 figures, that doesn't seem right. There's someone's missing out there. So yeah, I can't remember if... Oh yeah, it was Hellcat and I already traded her off, so... yeah. And also grabbed a second Batroc, because I'm going to use him for custom. So yeah, yeah, like I said, cheers to those boys for taking me out to Frank & Sons. That was a pretty great day. We went to In-N-Out Burger after that, and yeah, those burgers are absolutely delicious. Yeah, cheers boys. We'll keep moving. After that, we went to Vegas. I didn't pick up any figures there, but after that we've been to David Abene, I hope I say that right, aka Slings Web, and he hooked me up with this DCUC Batman, DCUC Deathstroke. Like I said, these aren't going to be posed very well because I'm just trying to get them to stand up. Trying to do this quickly. Catwoman. Oh god. Catwoman. Nightwing. Just a sec. Nightwing. Marvel Select Ultron, which I was pretty happy to get. X-Force Psylocke. Don't mind that, it's just my missus moving her luggage in. X-Force Psylocke and a couple more Hydra Goons to establish my set a little bit further. So I'm almost at the point where I'm happy with the amount that I've got. Yeah, so that was my time out with Slings. Had a great time with him. Yeah, he's a real character. Met Michael Sanchez, Luis Maldonado, and Nic Rogers as well, and they're all wicked dudes. Had a great time with them. We had a party and a bit of a barbecue with them on the Saturday, I think it was. So yeah, we all had a good time. That was good. Oh, he also, sorry, I forgot about this. Gave me this custom vision. It's a bit blurry. Sorry about that. Custom vision, which I'm gonna just touch up with a bit more paint, tidy it up. But yeah, So yeah, thanks again, boys, for looking after me while I was in Miami, Florida. After that, we went to New York, and I met up with Boog Nice, aka Kendel Gray, and he had sitting there waiting for me the 3-pack, Miss Marvel 3-pack, I guess you call it. The Cap, yeah, so Cap, Radioactive Man, and Miss Marvel. Before we went to America, I'd asked him to hook me up with the trio, and I ended up grabbing another one at Frank & Sons later on. So I asked him to grab me the trio, and he did, which was nice of him. Yeah, spent a good chunk of time with Boog. Hung out a fair bit. He let us crash at his crib, which was really nice. One Friday night we went out and I met Nelson, Jar, Al Figures, and I think that's it. I can't remember. And yeah, we had a good time. Nelson got kicked out because he'd been at the club or the bar for too long, so we ended up tripping off down to like a diner sort of thing and had some food. So yeah, it was a pretty good night. So yeah, thanks to you boys for looking after me while I was in New York. Where was that? Next was Toronto. While I was in Toronto, actually, I did pretty well. I went to Silver Snail and grabbed this Dark Side. Also, this was, yeah, like I said, at Silver Snail, I grabbed Mash and Low, because these figures were like $10 each on the shelves, so I thought, stuff it, I'll grab both because they had interchangeable hands and heads. So I decided, instead of trying to interchange them all the time, I'll just buy one of each and I'll never have to worry about it again, which was pretty handy. Then from there, I spent a day with Mike Wang, aka Beast Mode, on Instagram, and he took me out and around to a whole bunch of shops. We had a real good day. Took us to Five Guys, like burgers and stuff. Then he took me back to his place and he hooked me up with a couple of Sand Troopers, which was very, very kind of him. So, just give me a second. These are like straight out of the suitcase, so I'm like, yeah, they're not like I keep telling you, they're not posed well or anything like that. I'm just pumping them out because there's got a lot of shit to get through here. So yeah, like I said, he hooked me up with a few stormtroopers. It was 6 in the end. He just said, you know, you can have them, man. I know they're going to a good home, and I know you're going to get a good use out of them. So, you know, be my guest, which completely blew me away. I couldn't believe he'd do something like that for me, which was amazing. He also gave me a Superior Spider-Man with some like custom gauntlets on it. That's a bit hard to see there, but custom gauntlets on it, so hooked me up there. And he also gave me a Weapon X from Toy Biz. The one I had was missing parts and stuff like that, so he gave me a complete one. He's going to struggle to stand. He gave me a complete one, so. And he also gave me a Marvel Universe Ant-Man and a couple of smaller Ant-Man figures. These are going to be impossible to stand, so I'll just bring them out to the table. MU Ant-Man, which is going to be great with my Toy Biz one, the miniature, and then an even smaller one, which is like ridiculously tiny. So yeah, he was very kind to me, hooked me up big time, so I very much appreciate it, dude. Had a great time with you, man. I'd love to catch up with you again someday. So yeah, cheers for that, bro. Good Lord, this is ridiculous. From Toronto, we spent about 10 days in Toronto. Spent a good time with Steph's cousins and family and stuff like that, which was great. And then after that, we headed down to Chicago where John Connor is. And he, oh sorry, I forgot one other figure. CJ sold me a custom of his, and he got this custom Star Killer, which is dope. It's like so accurate to the character. I'm like pretty happy though because I love that game, so I can't wait to do some displays of this guy. But yeah, moving on. Yeah, hung out with John Connor for a bit. He threw a 4th of July party for us, and then I went up to his room. He showed us like his lab, and then he like just decided to give me a whole bunch of stuff. So he hooked me up with a Kingpin, a COO Triple H body with a, I don't even know whose head that is, but he's gonna work nicely for a goon. Absorbing Man. I can't remember what line this is from. If you know what it's from, just comment in the, leave a comment below. Yeah, also gave me a face off Captain America. This guy has been on my top hit list for so long, so to finally get it, I was like so happy. Oh man, that looks far and wide to get that figure. He also gave me this Spider Girl, which I took the legs off of and put it on my Psylocke that I got from Slings. And he gave me the Jubilee body, so I can finally finish my Jubilee figure as well. Can't have nice enough words for John Connor. He is the nicest guy. He looked after us really well. I really appreciate everything he did for me. He also took us to Walmart, and nearly forgot. Took us to Target about half an hour after we got back into Chicago, and we just straight in went and scooped up the entire Ultron Build-A-Figure wave. So I'd been hunting it down in Canada, but it hadn't arrived yet. So yeah, as soon as I was back in the States, bang, I just grabbed it. I couldn't wait. So yeah, finally picked up 2 brand new BAF waves while I was over there. Very happy about that. God, there's so much stuff. She's gonna be a bitch to stand. There we go. Wasp and of course the BAF. She's not gonna stand. Being a jackass. Chuck it there. And the Ultron BAF. Coming in here somewhere. There we go. So yeah, that was rad. So yeah, scored those guys. And from there, he took us to this guy, his connection that he knows. And this guy has got like more figures than I've ever seen, and he hooked me up with this. I can't even get it in the screen. There we go. Arculo. Hooked me up with a new Ken figure, because the one I've got's Player 2, the white gi, and I just painted it red, so I'm a bit of a completionist. I wanted the red version. Gave me a Vega, which I've got one, but mine has custom claws, and I wanted the original deal. Picked up a Coulson from, might have been Quake, I think, can't remember exactly, or Chicago Comics or something like that. Picked up a Nova, which I was happy. I didn't want to pay like prices for that because that's the only one I wanted from the wave, and I don't want the group BAF because I'm getting the Name and Earth 5-pack. And I got a Mandroid, if I can squeeze him in there somewhere. Yeah, so yeah, that was a good little run down at Chicago as well. I actually forgot a couple from when I was out with Mike in Canada. Just give me a sec. I've shown you these already, I'm pretty sure, but it's part of this. I got a Venom, Marvel Select Venom, which I've been looking at for a while. I got the Toy Biz Vision. he's going to be a bitch to stand because of those skinny ass legs. And I got a Punisher, the Thunderbolts variant, because mine, I chopped up mine to make a custom for Mashville. So yeah, that's about it. So thanks for watching, guys. Sorry that was a bit long-winded, but yeah, we got through it now. Oh, one last thing, sorry. I've built up my Star Wars collection as well. I picked up a few while I was in Canada. I got these 3 while I was in Canada, which I was very happy about. A couple more Stormtroopers to add to the collection, per se. Got Bosk. This is going to be rough. Got Bosk in Vegas, and a TIE Pilot in Vegas. And then I got Yoda in Miami, or in Venice, with Slings and Wang. So that's it now, guys. That's all the stuff I picked up. John Connor also gave me a bunch of props, but I'm not going to go through that because this has already been a massive, lengthy video. So once I get everything back on the shelves and I'll get my room sorted out, I'll post up a video of my collection in my room, because I've had a few people ask me about it now. So I'll get done started on that. That's it for now, guys. Peace.